Hello. I decided to take a few minutes and talk about pricing when it comes to games. You know what's interesting is that there are so many different platforms out there. You've got the Wii, the DS, the PSP, the PS3, the PS2, the Xbox, the Macintosh now, believe it or not, is a platform. There are quite a few games on the Mac that are also available on the PC. And I think especially with the new chain of MacBooks, MacBook Pros I should say, that Apple's really trying to dig into that PC gaming market because you can run Windows on a Mac now, but a lot more people are developing for the Mac, and one of my favorites happens to be available for the Mac, and that is Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary. It is one of them that I have had on my list now for a long time. I just have not settled on what system to get it for. And in particular, since I found out it was available on the Macintosh, that made it especially difficult to decide. But I just figured I'd go ahead and take a moment. Now we are on Amazon.com because I wanted to try to find a website that I knew would have all genres. The only system it does not have this for is the DS, and that tells me I do not think that it was released for the DS. The only one for the DS that I'm aware of is Underworld. So, anyway, so Anniversary, here we go. This is for the PlayStation 2, $20. For Windows 2000, Vista, and XP, now I don't know if that was compatible with Windows 7 or not, $17, but it's marked down from 20. So, PlayStation 2 and Windows are both $20. Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary for the Macintosh. Now this one's interesting. $50. It's been marked down to $45, but $50 compared to Windows version, which is $20. You have to pay $30 more just to get it on the Mac, which I find rather interesting. Somebody told me that it is actually a lot more difficult to develop for the Mac as far as, you know, certain programs being cross-platform. And I wonder if that's not especially true with games, because I don't see any other explanation, I mean, outside of greed, obviously, for this price hike. But that's Windows and Mac, $20 or $30 price difference, but as you can see, right there, Macintosh. It's right available for the Mac. Tomb Raider Anniversary for the Wii, $30. Now, right here, compared to these, all the same cover art, except for this one. The reason is because with the Wii version, they've managed to include a couple of things. The Wii Remote and Nunchuck are especially useful when it comes to her weaponry. You have a pickaxe, you have other unique, you have other arsenal items that are unique to the Wii version, because the Wii has the ability to emulate those things. And then we've got it for the Xbox. The Xbox, $30, but it's been marked down to $23. And finally, we've got it for the PlayStation Portable for $20. So out of all of those, the version for the Macintosh happens to be the most expensive. And what I can't figure out is why. Anybody got any ideas? I think one of the biggest answers, and I know what some people are going to say, is because of the user base not being as prevalent for Mac as they are for the PC, and also you have the ability to run Windows on your Macintosh now as well. But the thing is, while it's not impossible to get I know you're going to hit me in the head for this, but let me be clear. While it's not impossible to get a virus on a Mac, and the Mac viruses are spreading, they're still a heck of a lot less than they are on Windows. And I don't know if it's really worth saving $30, because you can put Windows on a Mac. So let's say you have a Mac and you have the option to run Windows. Is it really worth it to put Windows on and make yourself open to those virus threats just to save $30? Yes, I know $50 is expensive. Or even better yet, if you have any of the consoles aforementioned here, PlayStation 2, Nintendo Wii, Xbox 360, and the Sony PSP. You got any of those, I'd say just go ahead and get them for the console. One thing they did say on the Macintosh, on the Apple Macintosh site, was that for this particular game, a gamepad is recommended. And ever since the start of the Games for Windows brand by Microsoft, gamepads for PCs have been popping up all over the place. And I'm wondering if they don't have some that are compatible with the Mac. But that's basically a little look at the different pricing for the same title. And I guess a question is, there's a hidden question in there, right? That I'll bring to the forefront. Why the price difference exactly? I mean, what are the factors in terms of developing multiple games, or a single game for multiple platforms? In the sense of what factors are we looking at here? I'm interested to know, and I would like to get an answer to that, because this is interesting. Because again, Windows $20, Mac $50. I'm assuming the user base has a lot to do with it, and also maybe the contracted developers for that particular system might have something to do with it, but I'm interested in hearing more factors. And, yeah. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome. Insults against me will get you blocked. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day.